We fully back Mkhwanazi, General Mkhwanazi. We believe that we need to get rid of this corruption. We believe that in this country we don't actually have a racism problem, we've got a corruption problem.
Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon once again. Welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I'm not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who's also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our super gorgeous country. It is so sad that South Africans themselves have to take to the streets to voice out the support of General Mkhwanazi, who for the first time spoke about the corruption that is in this country, how the lives of South Africans are in jeopardy, which is true. It is something that we've been saying for the longest time as South Africans, and nobody was listening. I am not saying the allegations by General Mkhwanazi are true, because those have to be tested, and I don't want to criticize the president in the measures that he took in trying to deal with the situation. But what I am saying, is it enough? Is it enough? Is he not supposed to speak more or something? I don't know. Maybe it's because I see this like a serious problem that is looming in South Africa. I just believe that we are going to see a lot of cases in the near future if the safety of Mkhwanazi is compromised, and the people of South Africa believe that his safety is compromised. That's one. And if there is a move to silence him, as the people are already saying. So it is so sad that we had to reach this level for something that has been happening over the years, and South Africans have never been silent on the issue that their country is going down. Their country is going down. Nobody was listening, and we are here today. So the people of South Africa saying, we have Mkhwanazi's back, we're going to support him, we are with him. And it is interesting that all races are supporting General Mkhwanazi. I partly agree with the person that said we don't have a racism issue in this country, though I don't fully agree, because racism is still very strong in this country and is a problem. The biggest thing is, for many years when South Africans were complaining about the things that are happening in this country, they would hide behind white monopoly capital, they would hide behind racism, racist, and this and that. That was the politics that they were pushing. And at the same time, no work was being done to keep South Africa in order. So now we have reached a point whereby no one wants to act like there's nothing that is happening in this country, that is wrong. So I don't know what they're going to do to address this situation, but the situation needs somebody that is hands-on, somebody that will touch it and make a difference that will be seen by everybody, not somebody who will be reading on the papers telling about statistics that says statistics. There's so many people who are being unalived in a day, have been reduced, yet we don't feel it as the people of South Africa. Let me tell you something, it is so bad to an extent that somebody can slap me right in the streets and I won't open a case. Somebody can come and take my stuff in my house and I won't open a case, because we don't trust the system that is supposed to stand for us. Instead of seeing them as the solution, you see like going to them will escalate the problem that you have, will make it even bigger, and you won't be able to handle it. And we live in a South Africa whereby we're trying to preserve our own lives every day. There's a lot of things that are happening that endanger our lives. So now we have this corruption that Mkhwanazi is talking about, and we don't know how deep that is. And people have lost trust in the commissions. So we are yet to see where this is going. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you watching the video clips of the people that the Mkhwanazi movement, the Hands Off Mkhwanazi movement, that are saying we are here for Mkhwanazi and no one is going to stop us. We are watching them. They must not silence him. I'm not saying it's true, and I'm not saying the allegations are true, but considering the circumstances that we're living under in this country, things are bad. So anyway, guys, if you watched up to here, I'd like to say for watching my videos before Ndiamba. I would like to say also, if you have time and you're on Wi-Fi, kindly watch my ads in full, as that support really goes a long way. And to those who are already watching my ads in full, guys, so I'm going to leave you watching these video clips so that you understand how South Africans are feeling, and you get to see the activities of the Hands Off Mkhwanazi movement. So okay guys, I'll be seeing you in my next video. With that said, do watch these video clips. I'll see you in my next upload.
We fully back Mkhwanazi, General Mkhwanazi. We believe that we need to get rid of this corruption. We believe that in this country we don't actually have a racism problem, we've got a corruption problem. So us from the Bluff community are here to show full support for Mkhwanazi, and we back him all the way.
100%. Thank you so much for your time. Just as we go this way, you know, what we've been told is that this has been organized by civil society, but obviously everyone is welcome, and that includes political parties, which have also showed up, and that's what they've done. So you're seeing various groupings that have come together here, and you almost see them gathered in pockets, but the message that they are putting forward is the same. The march is expected to get underway in the next short while. It's going to be quite a walk as the protesters move from here, and they move all the way down to Hoy Park. That's where they'll be ending this march, and that's where they'll also be expected to deliver a memorandum.
Well, our main goal here today is to make sure that our voices are heard in terms of corruption within government, in terms of corruption within politicians, in terms of corruption within the business sector, where government has been pilfering and squandering millions and millions of South African taxpayers' money that should be used to reinvest in our country, to make it crime-free, to make it beautiful, to make it safe for all South Africans to live in peacefully. But in 30 years it hasn't happened. Government keeps pilfering and squandering money, and now when a person stands up and calls them out, they want to silence him. And we are saying here today that government, politicians must not touch General Mkhwanazi. Our hashtag today is hands off General Mkhwanazi, a man that's going to lead us to bringing the truth, the righteousness and the corrupt to where they belong. Thank you.
The nation must be safe. And when we say that, we are not just saying it for the sake of it. For quite some time, you know, the politicians have been considered the main person, so much so that they need to be protected. But very unfortunately, they can't be protected against the public, because the intention and purpose of having the officials is to protect the nation. Hence, we're saying that all the stakeholders in this march, particularly, they deserve protection for as long as they are articulating the safety which should be pronounced, because we strongly believe that what has since been pronounced by General Mkhwanazi is very realistic. We're not talking theory, but we're talking the facts, that the persons that come out to articulate particular cases. For instance, in this case, General Mkhwanazi has spoken to the question of specifics. Hence, we need to balance the equation here. Meanwhile, for instance, like we require the commission to be there, but the two law enforcement agencies, they can work to complement each other. That is NPA plus the commission appointed. But if any one of the two law enforcement agencies does not satisfy the public, we're saying the two must be working together so that they complement each other, and to the point where the investigations are clearly articulated and they begin to assist each other.